And we all react differently. Some of us are a lot softer or harder or, more resilient than others. Is working out who those guys are. And one of the great beauties of sport, not necessarily rugby, in a team sport, one of the first things I learned in New Zealand, I learned it before at school as well. You know, if you're in our team, if you're in my business team, if you're in my work team, if you're in my sports team or whatever, I've got your back. I've got your back. It may not be me, it'd be your mate, the next sitting next to me or next to you or whatever the case may be. I've got your back, which is one of the beauties of team sports. And I reckon in all the teams I played with, there were people that had my back every which way I went, sometimes off the field as well as on the field. And what a comfort that is. What a place to be in a work environment or a sports environment that should I go down the wrong path, whatever the situation is, somebody's going to haul me back in. And some guys need to be hauled back in and be told, to get on with it in a pretty direct, robust manner. Others, you can do it in a much softer way. And I think the boardroom's harder than the sporting environment, but I think the lessons you can take from sport can still very easily apply in the boardroom.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that. Since COVID, the environment has changed, I think, in the last 2 or 3 years, and businesses seem to be a lot more fragmented. And actually trying to get people to make decisions. There seems to be a lot of planning and not much execution. I think I wrote a blog about this the other day. But going on now to leadership and culture, you've been very lucky to experience two leadership cultures in New Zealand and England, and probably two very different ones. How did leadership actually feel in the changing rooms, and what was the difference between England and New Zealand?
Well, the captains had a much bigger say back in the day, without question. I mean, my All Black captain was Graham Murray, who was a legendary All Black captain, because we had we had two coaches, the forwards coach and the backs coach. That was it, and a manager and a physio. That was the end. That was the tour party, if you like. So the captain had a much bigger say. The same over here as well. Whereas the captain ruled the roost a lot more, which was fine. Did they share responsibility as well as they could have done? Probably not. The All Blacks, it is very much a scenario whereby we are all in it together for sure, but there's an utter respect for the captain, because the All Black captain is put under so much pressure, by the by the public and the expectation levels and all the rest of it. It's really, really tough. In England, you can get lost. In New Zealand, it's really hard as a All Black captain to walk into a pub without somebody asking for something very politely and all the rest of it. Whereas if I'm England captain now, I know it's a very different with social media and all the rest of it. I can find a hole somewhere where nobody's going to recognise me or find me or whatever the case may be. It is difficult. What did I take from each? I took that there's a very difficult job to lead. People lead in different ways, and it's like a coach. If I say 3 or 4 things and you pick up one, see that as progress. Not that the other 2 are rubbish. This one applies to me. Ian McGeechan was a classic. He would say 5 things. Say if you pick up one, we've made great progress. The other 4 just don't apply to you. Doesn't mean they're rubbish or don't apply to Justin or Liam or Jamie or whatever the case may. You just pick up the one that works for you and is relevant to you. And I think that was very much the case back then and could still apply now. Does that make any sense to you guys?